Hey, what's up guys? This is Runner for here, and in this video we've got something from AliExpress. So let's get into this. So I, like many of you, went ahead and made some purchases during the 11/11 sale, and it looks like my package has finally come in the mail. So this is going to be my unboxing video of the KASTKING Valiant Eagle 2, which I am very excited to take a look at. But let's take a look at what else I got. Oh, and it looks like a little, I'm not really sure what kind of lure this is, but I thought it was pretty interesting. It's like a little vibrating lure with a little spinning blade on the end. And also, please excuse my voice. I'm still recovering. Anyways, so check this out. This is the little vibrating lure, and I'll leave a link in the description as to where I got this from. It's I believe it's like a 7-gram lure, but yeah, pretty cool. Dude, anyways, let's get on to the main attraction, and that is this, the Valiant Eagle 2. So just get into everything really quickly. All right, so here it is, the Valiant Eagle 2, and first impressions. Well, let me give you guys a closer look. So it is very similar to the KASTKING Kestrel, and I'm sure that you guys have seen other YouTube videos out on this reel already, because yeah, it seems like everybody picked one up as soon as the announcement was made, or not announcement. In comparison to the Kestrel, I gotta say the feel is very, very similar. The Kestrel seems a little bit smaller than the Valiant Eagle 2, but I actually don't mind that it's a little bit bigger in the hand. Whoever did design the Kestrel and the Valiant Eagle 2 deserves a pat on the back, because the palmability is really, really good. I gotta say, actually, this feels and sounds a lot smoother than this. This is my Kestrel. Can you hear that? This one sounds a lot, I don't know, it just doesn't sound as nice and quiet as the Valiant Eagle 2. The handle knobs are nice and big. These seem shimmed fairly well, just about as good or as bad as the Kestrel. I mean, there's a little bit of play in there in the Kestrel. I do like the size of the handle knobs a lot better than the Kestrel. The Kestrel just feels like you're grabbing for something, and then when you do get some purchase on there, it doesn't feel very stable. In addition, I was never a fan of this carbon fiber handle. I am kind of sad to see that they have the exact same star drag, but let's see if it, aha. So this one is a lot louder than my Kestrel is. Kestrel makes a sound tightening, but then it's not, there's like virtually no sound when you're loosening it up. And I haven't touched my Kestrel at all. I haven't opened it up or anything like that. Let's see. So you guys are taking a look at this reel the first time, just like me, or at least my first time, I should say. So I will say that it feels a little bit cheaper. I mean, I think that's primarily because of the graphite frame compared to the Kestrel. The Kestrel feels a little bit more solid in the hand, and the metal frame does make for a nice kind of like cool grip to it. Temperature, I mean. This one just kind of feels artificially hollow, but you know, that's the material. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And let's see. Ooh, the clicking is really nice on the brake dial. That's compared to it's about the same sound, a little bit different. So what I was kind of interested in is if the side plates are compatible, and I've seen that some people have said that they are not compatible, which, yeah, they're not compatible. So the Kestrel plate does fit in here, but it won't lock. So as hard as I want to push it, it will not lock. And there's actually a little bit of play in there, so I'm not going to force it anymore. But let's take a closer look at these two side plates. So it does appear that the braking system, like the assembly, is using the same screw attachments, screw points, I guess. But it's like the, I don't know if you guys can look at this and see it. If you look at it, the locking mechanism, so you move it like that, this part is moving to lock. It's ever so slightly different. So like here it is in the open, and then closed and closed. This one is a little bit on the loose side, and it doesn't look like that. This metal ring, apparently this is made of aluminum, which it does look like aluminum, and it doesn't do anything in terms of, you know, blocking out the magnetic currents or forces coming out of this brake dial. It looks like the braking system is exactly the same, and I wonder if this one actually fits in here. This one doesn't even fit at all, which is kind of interesting. So maybe this ring is actually larger on the Valiant Eagle 2. I'm not sure. The locking mechanism is a little bit tight off the bat, so I don't know if you can see. Now it works, but yeah, it's kind of hard. So it's gonna take a little bit of you know, kind of working in. Like you could hear it needing having some friction in there. So the tolerances are, I don't think they're the best with these reels. I mean, you're paying like 79 bucks or $59 if you bought it, if you're lucky enough to buy it on the 11/11 sale. I do want to get some weights for you guys. So let me go ahead and turn this on. We'll do the spool, and then we'll do the whole reel, and we'll kind of compare that to the Kestrel. So 5.54 grams. I think they were rating it for 5.6 grams, and so that is really accurate. Really, really good job on keeping the weight down on that. And then let's go ahead and put everything together. So the all-up weight on this is coming in at 133.69, so 133.7. If you want that in ounces, that's going to be 4.716 ounces. So let's get an all-up weight on the Kestrel, which is not fair because it's got some line on there, but you know, it'll be a couple grams off. All right, here we go. So Kestrel coming in at 128.31. So it's still quite a bit lighter, about 5 grams or so, because it's easy to do. So 133.68 grams, so 133. And then you're gonna add a couple grams of weight in line. So one other YouTuber that I know has had some issues with line lay, and I think the reason why is, if you guys can see, the spool is ever so shifted over to one side. So there's a little bit more on that lip right there than there is on this, and I'm not really sure what that's all about. So when you use the spool tension knob, it's going to be pushing the spool this way, towards the side plate. And so I'm wondering if maybe there's like a shimming issue with the friction material in the side plate, or whether the spool tolerances were just completely off. Let me check actually, because we can compare it to the Kestrel. And so I don't know if I'm looking at this, then you guys can't see it. To me it looks identical, and I bet you the spool fits in both. let's see. Wow, that locking is really hard, but yeah, it's kind of pushed over a little bit on this one too. I don't know, can you guys see that? It's closer, the lip is smaller on this side than it is on this side, and that's using the Kestrel spool. It is kind of nice to know that the spools are interchangeable. They're virtually identical, but I really wish that they had that, you know, side twist locking mechanism instead of this new design. It does look like the reel is quite heavily greased on the inside. It's pretty shiny in there on that pinion. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. I am probably going to end up keeping this reel, and I'll probably end up selling this reel. If you guys are interested in purchasing a Kestrel at a reduced price used, then hit me up. But anyways, yeah, look for more videos for the Valiant Eagle 2, and that's going to do it for this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace. Actually, you know what? Before I go, let's test out the dry clicker sound. So, sorry, one last thing. That's the Valiant Eagle 2, and here's the Kestrel. So Valiant Eagle 2 one more time, and Kestrel one more time. And I gotta say, I actually like the paint job on this better. It looks a little bit cheaper for some reason than this one, but I prefer the gloss to this. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, really quick one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.